I am going to demonstrate how to make my hot spinach artichoke dip. Now this involves two steps, mainly of cooking a little bit in the pan and baking in the oven. First of all, I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of butter and a 1/2 cup chopped onions, and I'm going to cook the onion in the butter until it's translucent. And I will join you again when we're ready for the next step. The onion is now translucent, and I'm going to add 1/4 cup heavy cream, 8 ounces of cream cheese that have been left to soften at room temperature, and the spices. Now, I'll tell you what the spices are as that cooks down and becomes a sauce. I have 1/2 teaspoon cracked red pepper. You can change that to suit your taste. 1/2 teaspoon salt, a couple shakes of black pepper, and a teaspoon of garlic powder. And you can adjust any of those to suit your taste. This happens to be about the amount that I like to use. Now normally I make this without measuring, but I went to a lot of trouble to give you a better accounting of how much I put in. As you can see, as it melts, it becomes creamy. Now your spinach may be more wet or your cream cheese more creamy, which will mean you will have to adjust your heavy cream. But I find this amount works pretty well. You want to turn the heat down to keep it from burning. Cook it. If you're cooking on a regular stove, it does go better, but it's very hard to film on a regular stove. If you go to the library, you can find out other recipes that people try for this, but this is the method I like best. Okay, that's pretty close to done. If there's just a few spots that need to melt yet, they will continue to melt as you mix in everything else. So, now the next step, the spinach and artichoke hearts. Now this is 1 pound of frozen spinach, and I've drained it and squeezed out the extra moisture. And this is 1 can artichoke hearts chopped up, and it's been drained well too. You can hear it bubbling, so you want to mix that all together real well. And this will be the time where you can tell if it needs a little more cream. But remember, it will be baking a bit and some more moisture may release, so you don't want it too sloppy before you put it in the oven. You want to mix that really well. And let that heat up a little bit, and then I'll stir it some more. And after that's kind of warmed up a bit and had a chance to blend well, we'll add a 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. The reason I don't add it at the same time right away is because as it melts and thickens, it makes it a little harder to stir the spinach around. And I do recommend a wooden spoon for this as well. I just find it works better. My allergies are kicking up pretty bad, so I'm hoping this is able to be heard. Anyway, as you can see, it's mixed really well. And we're going to take it off the heat in just a moment, but I want to spray the casserole pan. You can also butter it or use shortening of other kinds. You just want a little something on it to keep it from sticking. I'm going to turn off the heat. And we're going to pour that into our casserole pan. The oven is heating to 350 degrees. Actually, it's already there, if I forgot to mention it at the beginning. Even it out best you can. Try not to have any pieces on the edges, they will burn. Okay, now in this I have a 1/4 cup Parmesan cheese and a 1/4 cup panko breadcrumbs. And I'm just going to try to evenly pour that over the top. There you go. Now, I'm going to put that in the oven and bake it between 20 and 30 minutes, depending on your oven. Mine should be done in about 22 minutes, and it should be bubbly and lightly browned on top. And I will see you in a few minutes. Okay, it's been between 22 and 23 minutes in the 350-degree oven. You can see it's browned and cooked. Very hot still, but you can put it in individual dishes and serve with crackers, corn chips, whatever you like. This also makes a great pizza topping. If you add mushrooms, you have your spinach mushroom pizza. You just bake it like a pizza. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the recipe, and thank you for stopping by my kitchen.